Hey guys, today we're gonna check out another earbud by Soundpeats, the Soundpeats Q. Now these are interesting earbuds because they come at a really good budget. They're kind of budget earbuds. And they also offer stuff like wireless charging. They have 10mm drivers and also dual mic noise cancellation. So the mics are supposed to be good. But are they? Are these good value for money? That's what we're gonna find out. So let's go check them out. First, let's talk about the price. These are for $40 on Amazon USA, and they come in white and black. And yes, I have the white ones. Now let's quickly unbox it so we see what it comes with. When you open the box, the first thing you see is this welcome card. Then the case, which already has the earbuds inside them. The earbuds themselves. These extra ear tips, one small and one large. The USB-C cable, and also the manual. As for the look and feel, let's start with the case. I actually like the case. The first thing is these are white. Yeah, a lot of earbuds are white, but mostly the ones that I get for some reason are usually black. So that's just the first thing I like about them. And these are available in black, by the way. But it's a smooth plastic texture. It doesn't feel too cheap, nor too premium either. It has Soundpeats embedded on the top. And that looks pretty nice. I like the shape. It's not too large. It's small. It'll easily fit in your pocket. It comes with a USB-C port, which is always good. Especially in this budget, I'm happy they didn't give a micro USB. And overall, I think it's a pretty nice looking earbud case at least. And when you open it, you find the earbuds themselves. And these remind me of the AirPods because they're white and they have the stem design. So most of the earbuds I get usually aren't with stem design, to be honest, and they have their silver logo on top, and they look pretty good as well, but they do protrude a little out of the ear, if you can tell. So that's one thing to note. So the feel is good, the look is good. They have the touch buttons on them, and it does all the basic functions. So I would give the look and feel, I would say a 7.5 out of 10. As for the fit, that's really important. These fit quite well actually, and I was surprised because the other stem design earbuds that I have, which are the AirPods, hold on, I have them somewhere here, don't fit close to how well these fit. These are always pretty loose, although they don't fall out of your ears because of their kind of hook type shape. I don't know what it is, but these fit well. I like them. I could pretty much do a lot of activity with them, active stuff. I don't think it'd be much of an issue. So I'm gonna give these an 8.5 out of 10 for being the stem shape, yet pretty solid and snug in my ear. Also, they come with two ear tips, large and small, so you could change that in case you have a problem with the fitting. But these, the mediums, fit me really well. As for general features, these feature Bluetooth 5.0. They also have mono mode, meaning that both are master earbuds. You can use one at a time, which is always good. But more importantly, the case supports wireless charging. And at this price, that's superb. So I really like the fact that they gave wireless charging with this. It makes it much more convenient and easy to use. Also, although the packaging and the manual don't say it, but one or two places I did see that it was IPX5 rated. So what I can do is test it out for you so you know and you can be sure. So let's quickly do a water resistance test and see if these are IPX5 or not. Okay, so we did the test and they're working fine. So you can pretty much sweat with these in your ear and use this in light rain. I don't think it'd be much of a problem. So for the general features, I'm gonna give these an 8 out of 10. As for the battery, the earbuds give you 7 hours per charge and the case gives you 2 top-ups. So collectively, if your earbuds are fully charged, you'll get 21 hours, which is not bad. It's reasonable. Yeah, I'm kind of used to more battery life perhaps, but honestly, I like the fact that the earbuds give you 7 hours, not 4 or 5. So that's a big plus, I must say. And honestly, 21 hours with the case will get you through any day, probably 2, without having to recharge the case. So I'm gonna give these a 7.5 out of 10 for the battery because the earbuds have really good battery, but the case could have given you a little more. Guys, if you like this video so far, hit a like and subscribe, and also join my Facebook group. The link is in the description. Now let's talk about the mic. So let's quickly hear a mic test. Okay, so this is a sound test for the Soundpeats Q True Wireless earbuds. And right now I'm in a quiet room. There's basically not much noise. Now I'm going to turn on the crowd simulation in the background. And now I've turned on sound simulation in the background. It's quite loud. It's very close to me, the speakers. How is my voice sounding? Is the mic clear or not? Do let me know in the comments below. Okay, we heard the mic test. And honestly, these are pretty much the best mic quality I have heard from Soundpeats so far. I haven't heard all of Soundpeats earbuds, but the ones that I have heard, and that's quite a bit to be honest, these have really good mics. That's probably because of the stem shape, and also they have dual noise cancellation, etc. That actually probably works. So I'm very happy with the mic. It was really clear in a quiet room, and it was pretty clear also with some background noise. So I'm gonna give these an 8.5 out of 10 for the mics. Now let's check out how they do in latency. So let's quickly see a test. Okay, so we saw the test. Now these are actually pretty alright in latency. Their latency is low to a good extent. It's reasonable. I would say it's under 200 milliseconds. And that's not bad at all, especially for this price range. I've seen a lot of earbuds do worse. And when I use these with YouTube, etc., I could tell that the latency was really good. I didn't feel any out of sync from the lips to my ears. It just felt really natural. So I was very happy with it. And when I did the test, I was even happier because I saw that these are actually pretty alright. They're quite decent. So for the latency, I'm gonna give these an 8 out of 10. Now let's talk about sound quality. So far these have done pretty well. But when we talk about sound quality, which I think is the most important thing in earbuds, these don't come up as high as I would have liked them to. To be honest, they're not bad. The sound quality is okay. It's, what can I say? The bass is alright, but not too punchy. The mids are okay, the highs are okay, but here's the deal. The overall sound seems quite thin to me. It could have been fuller. It should have been fuller. So I would say that they kind of, it feels, I wouldn't say piercing, but maybe a little piercing. So I would have liked this to be more well-rounded. Maybe perhaps the lows are a little lacking and it just kind of affects the entire sound signature. Not sure about that. But the soundstage is alright, the instrument separation is reasonable for the price, but thin is the word I would describe the sound signature of these earbuds. I compared these to my Soundpeats H1s, I compared them to my Soundpeats T2s, I compared them to the QCY T1Cs, which are super budget earbuds. And let me tell you what I came up with, okay? So these don't compare with the H1s, these are my favorites. For the price they're at, these are as good as some really premium earbuds, which are like twice or thrice the price of these. These have full good bass and just the overall instrument separation, the mids, the highs, everything is lovely. So there's no contest. These are just amazing. So I'll put the H1s aside. With the T2s, I would have to say that the T2s bass is way better, but honestly, these do make the T2s feel a little less, or sorry, a little more muddy in the mids. So that's one good thing about these, that this does have some clarity to them. So, but the overall, I still prefer the T2s more in sound quality. Now here is the interesting part. These are like under $20 and these are for about $40. So the QCY T1Cs are really budget earbuds. But honestly, in the sound signature or the sound test, I would prefer the QCYs. I like the sound of the QCYs better. The bass, the mids, pretty much everything I felt was better. Having said that, the Qs, the Soundpeats Qs do have way more better features than the QCY T1Cs because they are double the price. They have wireless charging. They have way better mics. The mics on these suck. So I'm not saying that these, the cheap ones, are better than the Qs, but in sound, yes, I think the QCY T1s are better. So I just thought I'd bring that up right now, and I found that really interesting. But for the sound quality of the Soundpeats Qs, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. As for acoustic isolation, meaning passive noise cancelling, meaning how good they fit and block out external noise, these are okay. They're not as good as the Soundpeats H1, which are also, they don't have active noise cancelling, they just have really good fit. They're not even as good as the cheap QCY T1Cs. These are just okay. They do block out an okay amount of sound, but not enough, and I thought it would do better. However, they're way better than the AirPods, which block out absolutely no noise. So I'm going to give these a 6 out of 10 for acoustic isolation, also known as passive noise cancelling. So overall, these scored a 60 out of 80, which is an okay score. Frankly, these were doing pretty well until we reached sound quality, which is maybe the most important thing, sadly. But they have wireless charging, they have really good mics, they have good low latency, and they look good, they fit well. So they do have a bit going for themselves. And the sound quality isn't that bad, to be honest. It's okay, it's just not to my liking. And I told you it just feels thin. And I don't like thin, I like full, whole, warm sound. So I would have to say that these are, for the budget, not bad. But you could get better sound quality definitely in the same budget. So that was my video for today. I hope you liked it. I hope it was useful. Do hit a like and subscribe if you want. Until our next video, take care. Bye.